capital region. At the Shambhu border right now, there was a clash between the protesting farmers and the police authorities. Different technologies are being used these days to ensure that no protest goes out of hand, including drone technology, which has been deployed by the police authorities. Anshul with us on the broadcast. Anshul, the latest that you're picking up, we are also playing these visuals from the Shambhu border where there was a clash between the farmers and the security officers who have been deployed there.
So yes, as you can see in the visuals over here at the Shambhu border, which is approximately 150 to 200 kilometers away from Shambhu border, where the protests are happening at this point in time, where that is the epicenter of action at this point in time. In the next few minutes, the epicenter could shift out here to the borders of the national capital, and hence preparations are being made by the Delhi police and the Delhi administration to welcome the farmers over here. You can see that fresh new barricades have now been brought in over here. Already 6 to 7 layers of barricading has been done on the road. The entire traffic on this road has now been diverted. The vehicles are now being asked to go from inside the Shambhu village and then get towards the other side of the national capital, where yet again it is being reported that there is a heavy traffic jam and traffic snarls that has yet again engulfed the national capital. Now, over the next few hours, as the farmers are approaching towards the national capital, even after there has been clear arrangements and announcements that have been made that Section 144 has been imposed over here, the farmers are not ready to back down this time around. They say that they are going to march towards the parliament and gheraw the parliament so that the government can actually listen to them. Because remember, over the last few weeks, at least 2 rounds of meetings have already failed. In fact, senior leaders from the likes of Piyush Goyal to Arjun Munda had went ahead and met with the farmers. They had put forth their demands, but those demands were not fulfilled in such a manner that the farmers were satisfied. On the other side of the road, if I could just show you, right in front of me, this is the kind of arrangements that have been put in place by the Delhi police. You can see that there is absolutely
the visuals that we're playing on our screen right now are from the Shambhu border, where there was a clash between the police authorities, the state police authorities, and the protesting farmers. Tear gas shells were fired one after another. This is a bunch of different farmers' organization. Farmers' organization and farmers' protests is joint in their demands. They work in a fashion where all of them come together. But there are about a dozen odd, at the very least, farmers' organization that work in tandem and have been holding these protests for many years to ensure that the Swaminathan Committee report is implemented. Cutting across to a report by News 18 India.
कर रहे कि कानून व्यवस्था ठीक रहनी चाहिए, हालात नहीं खराब होने चाहिए।
देखो असली हालात कोई नहीं खराब करने, हरियाणा सरकार खुद हालात खराब कर रही है।
हाँ। दूसरे भी ये केंद्र कह रही है, केंद्र ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਅਰਜੁਨਾ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਪੋਜ਼ਲ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਪੋਜ਼ਲ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੀਆਂ।
ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਅਰਜੁਨ ਮੁੰਡਾ ਜੀ ਗਲਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਐਮਐਸਪੀ ਖਰੀਦ ਦੀ ਗਰੰਟੀ ਦਾ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਦਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸੀਐਸਸੀਪੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਫਾਰਮੂਲੇ ਤਹਿ ਜੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨੇ ਹੈਗੇ, ਗਲਤ ਬਿਆਨਬਾਜ਼ੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ।
ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਰਾਤੀ ਸਹਿਮਤੀ ਬਣੀ ਸੀ?
ਮੈਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ, ਮੈਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ
ਇੱਕ ਲਾਸਟ ਸਵਾਲ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰਿਆਣਾ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਨੇ ਬੜੀ ਤਗੜੀ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੋਟੇ ਕਿੱਲ ਲਗਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ, 7 ਲੇਅਰ ਬੈਰੀਕੇਡਿੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਲੱਗਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਵਾਰ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟੱਪ ਸਕਣਗੇ।
ਨਹੀਂ, ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ।
ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਆਪਸ 'ਚ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ?
ਆਪਸ 'ਚ
ਕੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਿਸ ਮੁੱਦੇ ਤੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ?
ਦੇਖੋ ਸਾਰੀ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਦੇਖਾਂਗੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ।
ਸਰ ਸਰਵਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਬੰਦੇਰ ਨਿਊਜ਼ 18 ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ। ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਪੰਦੇਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹੋਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੈ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ।
My colleague Anvit also continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Anvit, the latest details that you're picking up.
See, we are at Tikri border right now. That is the Delhi-Jhajjar border area, and right now you can see the kind of barricades that have been placed here. They are all with concertina wires have been placed atop them, so that even if the protesters they abandon their vehicles and try to cross over into Delhi manually, they can't cross over these barricades. Other than that, containers are here to completely block the road when the farmers and their vehicles are here, because last year also we saw how they came here in thousands of tractors that they had brought along. So these containers will be put here on the roads, and complete traffic will be completely shut at that time when they are about to approach. Cement barriers are also here, blockades are also kept here. All these will be used. Cranes have already been called in, and water cannons are also being pressed into the service, so that if a protest like and agitation like and violence erupts, that can be contained well in time and situations like last time do not arise once again. Rapid Action Force is also here. You can see how all these commandos are here. Anti-riot force is here. CAPF force and armed commandos of CAPF force is also here. Other than that, policemen have been placed atop the buildings on both sides of the roads, and drones are also being used to monitor situation not just on this road but also in the nearby areas, so that any movement can be watched closely and all the necessary actions can be taken. Some senior officials were also having meeting early morning today, and they said that this main highway where you can see all the commercial vehicles and the private vehicles are moving in and out of Haryana and Delhi, they are not being restricted as of now. The police have said that once they receive information from their counterparts in Haryana that the farmers have already crossed, because we saw the visuals from Shambhu border, how violence has erupted, how tear gas shells are being used by the authorities to contain these farmers, because section 144 is imposed there also, and it is a clear violation of section 144 when the farmers are trying to cross over. So when the counterparts convey to Delhi police that the farmers have crossed Shambhu border in a possible way and that they are heading towards Delhi, then this traffic will be completely closed and it will be completely shut. Other than that, because this is an industrial area and on both sides there are small shops as well as industries and traders association of district Jhajjar, they have also put up notices. The Confederation of Bahadurgarh Industries, they have put up a notice that reads that बहादुरगढ़ के उद्योगों और कर्मचारियों की तरफ से किसान भाइयों का विनम्र प्रार्थना है कि उनके परिवार के लिए उनका रोजगार चलने दें. So this means that they have requested to the farmers that even if you take control of these borders, even if you take siege of these borders and you completely block this area, please allow the shops to run, because last time it was not the situation like that, and all these trades and shops had to remain shut for more than 3 months, adversely affecting the business of the local people and their movement as well.
Absolutely. My colleague Anvid getting us all the details on that very important story. We'll continue tracking this story. This remains our top focus here on CNN News 18. Thank you, Anvid and Anshul, for getting us all those details. Please stay with us on the broadcast. It's a wrap on this edition. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned, stay with us.
Possible. So you and I, who cannot get perhaps appointments at Tata Memorial, you don't have to worry. This therapy will now be available for one and all by the end of this year. So having said that, I'm sure you're curious about what exactly is this CAR-T therapy that's giving life to so many those who seem to be losing their battle to cancer. Let's tell you in this explainer. First, we'll come back to the family in just a moment. So CAR-T therapy is a type of immunotherapy that
has been no permission that has been given to them. Section 144 has been imposed, but farmers are not ready to listen to that, and they are very, very adamant that they will march towards the national capital. Yes, they have moved ahead from the first barricade, but yes, the road ahead is not going to be very, very easy for these farmers, because I'll just try and show you in the visuals over here. These are the kind of preparations that have already been made over here. Fresh concrete has just been thrown in. There are several other barricades that have been put in place. Once the information comes in that the farmers are getting anywhere close to the Shambhu border, all these barricades would be pulled in. On the other hand, you can see these fresh barbed wires that have been brought in. These barbed wires are now being placed atop these barricades, making sure that the entire border out here in the national capital is absolutely fortified. Not only vehicles that will go through it, but also people who might try to climb atop these barricades, they also fail to do so, and hence all the preparations that the Delhi police can do, that is being done at this point in time. Not only this, but also mock drills have continuously been taking place at all these borders over the last 2 to 3 days itself. On the other hand, if I could show you the visuals on the other side of the road, this road leads from the national capital towards Haryana, and you can see that the entire traffic in this road has absolutely been blocked. Heavy machineries have been brought in to pour in concrete between these barricades so that a fortified wall could be made, making sure that either side of the road is absolutely